What's up, family? Welcome to the show. If it's your first time checking the show out, this is how we do it. You let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you represent. Also, family, smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes, put it in their face, let them know it's a different vibe over here at WillieDLive. You did? Also, if it's your first time checking out the show, after you, well, actually, I want to put it like this. If you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I am going to go in first on the super chat. So if you want to skip the line, you want to make sure the comments go notice, you can jump into the super chat. I'll check the super chat. After I cover the super chat, I'll move over to the regular chat and I'll chop it up with you guys. So let's go in on this Katie Couric, Denzel little beef that's going on right now. I don't know if I really should call it a beef, but it was, when I heard about it, it was very disturbing to me that Katie Couric would try to throw Denzel under the bus, because Denzel was not, acting the way she wanted him to act. So, hold on, let me do something for a moment, fam. I gotta make a, should have done this already, but let me do something right quick. Okay, so Katie Couric was being interviewed on this podcast called Everything Iconic with Danny Pellegrino. And she recounted an interview with Denzel Washington back in 2014 about the film Manchurian Candidate. In it, she claimed that Denzel totally misconstrued her question when she asked whether Hollywood folks should stick to acting. The 2004 interview turned further south when Denzel refused to refer to himself as Hollywood folk and interjected Couric when she rephrased the question with, "Are you one of those people that?" And he said, "I am one of those people." He said he defended himself before she attempted to rephrase the question again. So she keep on drilling Denzel about Hollywood and trying to connect him to Hollywood and just, trying to, say that he's a Hollywood type. And he said, I'm not Hollywood. I'm a human being. My job is acting. Now, she took that right there. No, I'm not either. I'm a human being. My job is acting. And let me see, what's the other quote that he used? The other quote. Okay, so Denzel said, "Am I one of those people?" And then she said, "Are you an actor who would rather," and he cut her off. "No, I'm not either. I'm a human being. My job is acting." So that right there, she's a damn interviewer, a host of a show. This is what she do. And that little piece right there, she said it made her uncomfortable. She was uncomfortable, and it was uncalled for. This is years later. Now, keep in mind, this is 2004. So we're talking 16 years ago. She said in a new interview, all of these years later, that little exchange made her uncomfortable. And that Denzel must have had a bad day because he wrote a big check to her foundation. So he made a big donation to her colon cancer organization. So what do I get out of this? I get a white woman trying to insert her white privilege, trying to assert her white privilege. Because I just cannot imagine if that was just another white dude who said that she would be that offended that she's still bringing this type of stuff up. Trying to, in one breath, say that she respects Denzel and she loved him. That's what she used the word love. I love Denzel. I love him. But then she tried to take a dump on him in the same breath. Keep in mind, family, here's the deal. Denzel was not being disrespectful. His comment was very appropriate, given the question that was inappropriate. What she got offended by and what made her uncomfortable was that a Black man checked her ass. That's what offended her. So she tried to make Denzel out to be the angry Black man. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you got to be docile and weak and meek to be accepted by them. Those types. That's all that is, man. This is her trying to assert white privilege. And that's it. Ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing else to it. Denzel got one of the most polished, good, reputations in the business, period. Bar none. You never hear stories about Denzel this, Denzel that, Denzel is an a-hole. You don't hear this stuff about Denzel. And a lot of people have worked with Denzel. All kinds of people have worked with Denzel. And you never hear this type of stuff about Denzel Washington because it's not true. If there's anything on it, anybody talking about Denzel in that manner, it's made up. So she's upset because a Black man checked her, made her ass look stupid. That's what made her uncomfortable. After that interview, she realized how stupid she looked. It was a stupid question, and she tried to ask the same question 3 times in a row, rephrasing it twice. So she got what she got. Like I say, the man was very disrespectful. Was very respectful with his answer. I probably would have told her something different. This is this woman, she said it must have been a really bad day. Now this family is a trip because after all this time, she's still irate, even considering the fact that Denzel made a hefty donation to her organization. What an ungrateful, despicable person. And I never really thought much of Katie Couric one way or the other. But I can't say that I was a little surprised that it came from her because she tried to, play herself off as a certain way or whatever. But it ain't shocking. He wasn't being docile, spineless. And that's what made her feel threatened. So she's dog whistling to white society to try to put Denzel Washington in his place, offering her angelic, innocent whiteness. That's what this is about, period. Oh, the big bad black boogeyman scared the little nice, innocent, angelic white woman. That's what this is about. I would have been pissed at the question also. It's stupid. The only reason why she got a problem with it is because Denzel Washington is black. If it was a white actor, I bet you $1 to a donut we would not be having this conversation. Denzel did not disrespect her. What he said was spot on. What he said was spot on. You know, we all are guilty of saying Hollywood, just lumping everybody in one pot and just saying Hollywood. Denzel's like, nigga, Hollywood is a place. I'm a person. So when you start talking about Hollywood, you know, Hollywood, these Hollywood folks, Hollywood. I get it, but that's how you feel he felt offended by the line of questioning. You see, that's what it was. I believe her comments were offensive. The man said he's a human being and acting is his job. She was rude and she simply got checked. That's exactly what happened. This is, and she was sure hoping for some false outrage. Ooh, she thought it was gonna work. And for a few hours it did work. Till Black Twitter got a hold of that ass, stomped her out. Now she in a corner crying, licking her wounds, trying to play the victim. Remember how to be a racist. Create chaos, then play the victim. Let me get into the comments and see what you guys are saying. I got some new members to the channel, so I want y'all to help me welcome the new members to the channel, the latest, newest members to the channel. And that's Pamela Marlbrew, TF Moody, KK. Welcome to level 1. Absolutely. Show them some love, fam. KK, TF Moody, and Pamela Marlbrew. What's up, Serena? What you talking about? What's up, B London? Appreciate you. Serena said, I'm glad he checked her. Hard checked her. Yeah, we like that. Hard checked her. See, well, she wasn't ready for Denzel. See, Denzel ain't no joke. Denzel is not a dummy. He didn't get the way he is by being a dummy. You never hear of Denzel getting caught up in scandalous stuff. And you never hear Denzel being rude and disrespectful to people, you know? But if you come to him with some old stupid ass question, he gonna make you feel like a fool, which he should. She shouldn't get a pass to be able to just say whatever she want to say and try to, you know, ask a person a question and they answer in a way you don't like. Oh, he made me feel uncomfortable. And it was just totally uncalled for. Man, sit your soft shoe, whack, weak ass down somewhere. You ain't got no business interviewing people if you can't take that. That was a softball response compared to some of the stuff I've heard people say when getting interviewed, when they felt offended. Come on, man. Remember the hip Hollywood interview that he did? And the woman was asking him about Hollywood and being married, asking him and Antoine Fuqua about being black and married in Hollywood. And Denzel answered like, what did Denzel say? I think Denzel said something about like, yeah, what do you mean Hollywood? You know, Hollywood, you know, I'm a human being, whatever he said. I can't remember exactly what he said. But something along those lines, he was like, look, man, I'm a person, you know, I'm a human being, and acting is just what I do. Imagine if you're working, right? Let's say you are a bus driver. Every time somebody asks you questions, everything is about the bus industry, busing. You know, you're a bus driver. You ought to know. You're a bus driver. They got a certain idea about what type of lifestyle bus drivers live, and you're included. Nah, he handled it right. I've never heard anything bad about Denzel. 16 years later, and she's still tripping, and he made a donation. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying, Serena. She tripping. She tripping 16 years later. That's because she know that interview. Now, she really should have left it alone. Now the interview is going to live in infamy. Now everybody is going to watch the interview and listen and be like, and critique, and they're gonna be like, man, you tripping. Like now everybody knows how big of a fool she is. She should have never opened or reopened that can of worms. She should have left that alone, because that interview was buried until she went to opening her mouth, because she just could not shake the fact that she got checked by a smart black man. Could not corner him whatsoever. Don't be going over messing with Denzel. Don't go over there talking about Denzel, man, and trying to corner Denzel with some old clown questions, because you're gonna get clown. And he gonna do it nice and nasty. Who is that? For Dusa Hassan, Canada. What's up, Canada? Scott Wilson, read these Nikes. Phyllis Brown, hey, babe, what's up? Demetrius Stewart, what it do? Sean CT, I live by the sword. Gary Johnson, good day. Leo L, what up from the UK? What's up, Sean Mix, man? San Antonio in the building. I see you, Joe. Yeah, that's a good point. Work phone said, even Julia Roberts was mad about that, but I respect him for that, because he said he was a heartthrob of black women, so he refused to kiss a white woman in his movies, except for later on, and he got game. Yeah, absolutely. The man got a backbone. He got a spine. He got some scruples about himself. And they don't like that. You know, they like it when you do anything and you bow down and you bend and you break, you docile. They like that. Like even me on this channel right here, I don't preach hate. I don't attack specific groups. I don't preach division. What I do is I expose corruption and I disseminate information. I make people aware of what's going on. But because I am affirmative, you know, because I am sometimes forceful with my message, because I am firm and I'm Black, whoa, it's scary to them. White dude would have no problem. It'd be just great. Good old American boy. Good old American patriotic boy. Start talking about his rights being violated, talking about checking the government, of police officers who stretch their authority. Man, that's patriotic if you're white. But if you're Black, in this country, oh, wait a minute, is he gonna try to lead a slave revolt or something? We gotta do something. We don't want the other ones to get ideas and know that they got the power to stand up for themselves and be strong and have a backbone and bring it to you if you get out of line. We gotta stop him. He's bad, he's a bad influence. That's how they think. Imagine if a Black president would just say this much of what Trump said. In one day, they would have been trying to take the country back. They would have been trying to execute him. In one day, just this much, just out of here. Imagine being on good behavior for 8 years straight. You couldn't do nothing out of order, like nothing. You got to be on good behavior. You're on probation for 8 straight years. Barack Obama was on probation for 8 years as the president of the United States. He was on probation. He could not make one mistake. He could not speak out of line once. And it's when they thought that he did, it was a quick admonishment. And that was a conference, a grievance hearing. Okay, we'll let you continue, but just make sure you've been warned. That's how you do it. You've been warned. Yeah, she thought it was gonna work out for her. She wrote a check that I asked couldn't cash. Yeah, that's what happened. I don't get what I want. He didn't give me what I wanted. So I am going to scream to the top of my lungs until a savior comes for me and rescue me from the Black boogeyman. That's what that's about. Nothing else. She tried it. I mean, it's been working for centuries, so she tried it. I mean, you know, didn't work though. Maybe she had tried, and this is a trip, fam, because for somebody like Denzel to have somebody try to smear his name, his reputation, his good name, his good reputation, and be able to survive this takes a lot of people who really believe in him. And that was indicative of the people who came to his defense, the amount of people, the millions of people who came to his defense. But what about that actor who isn't as revered as Denzel Washington, that's in Hollywood, if he had gotten attacked by her? Could have been the end of his career, especially if he's had some type of incidents in the past. Just one incident, and that would have been it. She would try to destroy that man's career. Again, she's super ungrateful because the man wrote a check, not because he was having a bad day, but he wrote a check out the goodness of his heart. And then this ungrateful idiot tries to go on a smear campaign against this man's reputation. So it backfired, and now she knows what that feels like, because she's getting it a millionfold. Ain't nobody rocking with that. My man was talking earlier about Julia Roberts having some problems with Denzel. She tried to smear Denzel several years back because Denzel wouldn't kiss her in his movie. Denzel said, I don't kiss white women in my movies because black women, black women desire me. I'm a heartthrob to black women, and I don't want to interrupt that image. I don't want to destroy that image for black women. And he played it right. Later on, he had some romantic situations in his films, but that was well past the time that he had solidified himself, as a solid dude and someone that black women could say, he's ours. This is our guy. I have no problem with Denzel. His reputation is impeccable. He's a smart guy. He's put the work in. He's dedicated. He's a dedicated husband and father, and he's a philanthropist. From what I hear, he's a good friend. So I have no problem with the dude at all. That's why I wanted to respond to this story. I just heard about it. I didn't know the story was a couple of days old, but when I heard about it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go all the way live on this jive turkey. Y'all like that? Jive, that's how people back in the day used to talk. Black dudes, old dudes back in the day. Jive turkey. Bughorse DC, what up? Bughorse DC. I guess my moderators took the day off. What is it, Friday? Thank God it's Friday, huh? Liberate says the money is drying up. People are showing their true colors. Joshua Hernandez, no more talk, but when he does speak, Mr. Willie D will school you. No matter what he's talking about, when you leave that conversation, you're gonna be a few notches smarter, unless you're just one of a few. That's what's up. Appreciate you, Joshua. When Denzel was in Texas some years ago, he made a nice donation to the the Amy Brook Hospital in San Antonio. Kavon Whitaker, I see you. Big Ike says she got a duck on her head. All right, fam, that's my time. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until next time, fam. No more talk.